number 4. Wherein we are going to deal with simply supported beam subjected to uniformly distributed load. So let us discuss. This is the beam, which is beam AB, and as it is simply supported beam, means it will have two reactions at the support. Those who have seen my previous lecture, they will understand why we take only vertical reactions in simply supported beam. So this reaction will call it as RA, this reaction will call RB. And let us say the beam is getting subjected to uniformly distributed load over its span, complete span, you can say, correct? And the intensity of UDL, the intensity of UDL is, say, 2 kilonewton per meter. The UDL is always indicated or denoted or specified like this: 2 kilonewton per meter. This is intensity of UDL. Hmm? And say the total span of the beam is 10 meters. Total span of the beam is 10 meter. So how to find out the reaction in this case? So what we have to do, first step is to draw free body diagram from this loading diagram. So while drawing free body diagram, how to draw it now? Let us see how to draw it. We have to first convert this UDL into a point load. So that calculation also I'll tell you how to do the calculation. The two reactions, those we have, RA and RB. After that, if you want to convert this UDL into point load, how to convert it? There is a simple formula, that is span multiplied by intensity
UDL.
of UDL. Span multiplied by intensity of UDL. So if you want to see the calculation, then if I'll write over here, concentrated load due to UDL is always equal to intensity of UDL multiplied by span of the UDL. Span of the UDL. So here, if you use this formula, how to do the calculations then? If you use that formula, then concentrated load due to UDL, that will be equal to intensity of UDL is, we can read it from the diagram as 2 kilonewton per meter. So if I'll write it with units, then also we'll get a more clear idea. 2 kilonewtons per minute multiplied by span of the UDL. Span of the UDL we can see the span of the UDL as from point A to point B. So total span of the UDL is equal to 10 meters. Total span of the UDL is equal to 10 meters. So 10 meters. So if you do the calculation now, then what you will get? 2 multiplied by 10. 2 multiplied by 10, and meter will get cancelled. Here meter will get cancelled. 2 multiplied by 10, these many kilonewtons will left. So 20 kilonewton will be the value of concentrated load that will be acting where at the midpoint of the beam, or at the midpoint of the span of the UDL. So where it will act here, midpoint is at 5 meters, 5 meters from left end or 5 meters from right end, whatever you will say. So like this, 20 kilonewton. This is how we convert UDL into concentrated load. This distance will be equal to 5 meters, and we know that the total distance is, or total span of the beam is 10 meters. This point is point C. We are denoting it as point C. Next is how to find out the reactions now, that we'll see. How to do calculations of finding out the reaction. So let us move ahead with calculation of reaction. So if you revise the previous lecture or previous slides that we have, then what we have, for equilibrium, the addition of forces acting in upward direction shall be equal to the addition of forces acting in downward direction. So for previous numerical, the forces going up, addition of forces going up, or summation of forces going up, Ra plus Rb is equal to some summation of forces going down, it is 10. So similarly, you can use over here that summation of forces going up is, what is that? Ra plus Rb, Ra plus Rb. Is equal to
20 kilonewton.
20 kilonewton. Very good. Ra plus Rb is equal to 20 kilonewton. And this is your equation number 1, you can say. Now, next step is similar to what we did in the previous case, that is finding out the reaction, finding out the movement at any point in the beam and equate it to 0, because for equilibrium, the total movement acting at any point should be equal to 0. So, for example, if you consider summation of movement acting at point A, that is, say MA, movement acting at point A is equal to, now if you see this free body diagram, then the movement about A will be contributed by two forces, that is 20 kilonewton force and Rb. So how to find out the total movement? That will be equal to force multiplied by distance of first force acting at C plus force multiplied by distance. Now later on we'll see how to take sign convention. For the forces going up, the movement will be positive. For forces going down, movement will be negative. So Ma is equal to, for the first force, that is for 20 kilonewton, it is going down. So I'll take it as minus 20 multiplied by, what is the distance, shortest distance? It is equal to 5. Distance between the point at which moment is to be calculated and the point at which the force is acting. That distance is equal to 5 meters. So we'll take that 5. Now next is due to this RB. RB is going up, so we'll take its moment equal to positive. So positive RB multiplied by distance between the point of application of RB and the point about which moment is to be calculated. It's 10 meters. So 10. And at the end, we have to equate it to 0 because for equilibrium, summation of moments acting at any point should be equal to 0. So it is equal to 0. Now, we have to find out what is the answer. What is the value of RB? RB is equal to how much? So do the calculations and post your answer in chat box. RB is equal to how much that you have to calculate. Do the calculation. I'll give you 1 minute for that. Calculation is very simple. Still you have to do it. Post your answer fast. So almost all will get it correct. That is equal to 10 kilonewton. Always mention unit. 10 kilonewton. Now, next is find out what is RA from equation number 1. So, if you take reference of that equation, then as we have RA plus RB equal to 20, then in that case, RA is unknown plus RB is 10 is equal to 20 and RA will be equal to 10, 10 kilonewton. RA will be equal to 10 kilonewton. So this is how we can calculate the reactions in case of uniformly distributed load. Now we will see somewhat more typical numerical than that of this one. This was very simple. So we'll go for a little bit higher difficulty of numerical. So if you want to have screenshot of this, you can take it and we'll go for next. Example number 5. So we'll see now combination of UDL and concentrated load. Combination of UDL and concentrated load we'll discuss. So again, initially we are going to discuss only simply supported beam. Later on, I'll tell you how to do the calculation for cantilever beam. Now these are the reactions for simply supported beam. Beam AB. Now let us say it has UDL acting over some span like this, and this point, each point D, there is one force that is acting at this point, concentrated load, which is having magnitude equal to 5 kilonewton acting in downward direction. Next is intensity of UDL is equal to 1 kilonewton per meter. This is your RA, this is RB, this distance is 2 meters, this is also 2 meter, this distance is 2 meter. Now, uh, for this loading, let us draw the free body diagram. Now, how to draw it? Just think of it and try to draw it by yourself. Free body diagram from this diagram. Try it. Draw in your notebook free body diagram from this loading diagram. So this concentrated load will be as it is 5 kilonewton. Then the UDL that is acting, that will that we have to convert into point load. So in the previous page, on the previous page, we have this calculation, that is concentrated load due to UDL is equal to intensity of UDL multiplied by span of the UDL. So over here also, if you use the same formula, then what we'll get? Intensity multiplied by span. Intensity is 1, multiplied by span is 2. So 1 multiplied by 2, these many kilonewtons. So 2 kilonewtons, and that will add at the center or midpoint of the span of the UDL. So 2 kilonewton. This is point A, point B. This is point C. There is one more point over here that we named it as D, and this is say E. This point is point E. Now we'll mark the distances. This is 2 meter. This is 2 meter. This one is now 1 meter, because the concentrated load will act at the center. So 1 meter. Now you can frame the two equations and you can find out the values of RA and RB. So let us try. Try it now. Calculate it by yourself. Do it fast. Start doing the calculation and post your answer in chat box. What value of RA and RB you are getting. First equation will be summation of forces going up is equal to summation of forces going down. So 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. This is your equation number 1. Now, if you want to calculate movement, you can calculate movement at any point at point A, C, D, E, B. It depends upon your choice. But let us calculate it about point A. So, how to calculate now movement? Movement about point A is equal to movement about point A is equal to now there will be three forces which will contribute to the moment: 5 kilonewton, 2 kilonewton, and RB. So let us calculate the movement due to these forces. The thumb rule is uh, the movement due to forces going in downward direction will be negative. The movement due to forces going in upward direction, that will be positive. So MA is equal to minus 5. Why minus? Because that is going in downward direction. 5 kilonewton is going in downward direction, multiplied by 2 minus 2 multiplied by distance between point E and A is 2 plus 2 4 plus 1 5. So 5 plus, why plus? Because RB is going up. So RB multiplied by 2 2 plus 2 4 5 and 6 6. Now here you will get the, you will have to equate it to 0, and from this you can calculate the value of RB. Do the calculations and post your answers in comment or chat box. So you might have got RB equal to 3.33 kilonewton, and from that equation number 1 you will get the value of Ra as Ra plus 3.33 is equal to 7, and here if you do the calculations you will get the value of Ra as 3.67. 3.67 kilonewtons. Such type of reactions and movement calculations are very important while dealing with shear force diagram and bending moment diagram of the given beam. So to draw these shear forces and bending moment diagrams, we need to calculate reactions perfectly, and movement at any point can be calculated with the help of the steps which have been specified in this lecture as well as in the previous lecture. So we'll solve only one example, and then we'll wind up with the current lecture. So example number 6. So in this example, let us see what to do. Beam AB wherein UDL is acting over here, concentrated load is acting, RA, RB. This is 5 kilonewton load. This is 10 kilonewton. Intensity of UDL is 1 kilonewton per meter. Two meter, 2 meter, 2 meter. Let us say this is point C, this is point D. Now do the calculations, find out what is the value of RA and RB, and post your answer